Hello.
Hello,
Hey, mate. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Did you like the session?
Of course, yeah.
It was cool.
But it seems that I was late and I couldn't really be on page.
Hmm. Well,
I'm gonna watch some videos. You have been registered. You have been recorded,
yes.
so that I may be on page.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, we try to keep everything very asynchronous, so you can do it on your own time. You can review, pause, experiment. MJ is going to be experimenting, for example, now on different topics, and then I think we basically want to keep it as a workshop, so it doesn't need to be very organized and everyone always on the same step. It's mostly people exchanging ideas, right? Sharing knowledge with each other.
Okay.
So you asked for this call basically to talk about how you could do a version of this. Is that it?
So of course, yeah,
S-
yeah.
And you
Can you
have,
hear me?
yeah. And you have learners already
Uh,
are you have a community or someone that you wanted to teach?
yeah, the community exists. So we have a hub of more than 10 people, and our community is a French community. Yet they would like to know more about Cardano.
Okay, and so the approach that I would suggest to you is if you can come to these sessions, especially because on this group we're doing 2 a week, you could learn what you can from us very quickly, and then start running your own group with your own learners, right?
To come in your sessions
Yes.
with
So
my mate.
no. If you personally, just you come to this session, to that my sessions, you could learn in English, and then you could teach that in French to your
Very
on your own
nice.
sessions. I can go to your sessions just to listen, but I don't speak French that fluently. I speak a
But
bit.
you hear,
Yeah, I understand
you hear.
French. Ouais, je comprends, mais je suis pas suffisamment fluent pour parler tous les jours et pour faire des leçons. Ouais, it's really basic, my French. It's the accent is a bit there,
Uh,
but not
uh,
fluent.
are you from the Spanish community?
I am Portuguese from close to Lisbon. Yeah. I
Great.
sometimes go to the Latin America calls, but the town halls sometimes I am on the Latam because I speak Spanish a bit as well. So Portuguese, French, English, and Spanish. I can, yeah, travel a bit between those.
Gotcha.
Okay. So how can I help you more specifically? Is there something that you have questions on about the course, about the documents?
Yeah, not more than materials and those sessions you were being speaking about. Or only this can be. I think you have been with Mr. Paul
Yes.
from
We,
DRC.
yep. I'm
I've told you I've told you that we are in the same town,
mhm.
and I don't know if you have provided him some materials.
Well, the only material I have, let me just share my screen. Um, it's really that document, everything that's on the link tree. It's sort of like open source training, you know. Everything on the link tree is public and you can duplicate that document. I'm just trying to find it here again. Uh,
Eh,
you know,
sharing your screen. Another question:
hmm, one
How
second.
comes we are doing some things that seem technical, and you say this is for non-technical. What we have been doing, create NAMI wallet, and ask from for some ADA, and you have said that
It's
it's for
for
non-technical.
okay. Well, that's an interesting question because I was teaching in primary school for children, 6-year-old children. Can you hear me okay?
Pardon?
Can you
Yeah,
hear me
yeah.
okay? Yeah. So to answer your question, I'm going to tell you one curiosity, one anecdote. When I was teaching in primary school with 6-year-old kids, so they're on first year, they almost cannot read. Second year, they can read something. I can teach Excel to those kids. You know Excel? You know how to use Microsoft Excel, the spreadsheet? Yeah, I can teach spreadsheet to second graders because it's about uh, teaching them how to look for the caller, go to this letter, click on here, do that. You don't need to teach engineering to find a caller or click on this thing that looks like this or like that. So the reason why I started using the test net is because one of the main barriers that people have is that ADA is money, and then they need to have some money. And the first, if the first taste, the first experiment is you need to give me money so that you can create and play with ADA, it creates a barrier. And although there is that little, the only thing, if you see, we are trying to teach people to use Cardano in terms of going to use real ADA. Eventually, they're going to be using real ADA to do this or that, or to buy an NFT, or to invest in a certain project, or to send to friends. But so they are going to need to know what the buttons do. And the only difference in starting with using test ADA from the testnet, which is, like you say, usually for the developer communities to be testing, is that we need to go to the definitions of the wallet and go to network, switch to pre-production. So I think that is not so technical. It's just an instruction that I can give people. And from there, we have this whole environment where we can be sending money around without be worried about it being real money. I cannot hear you right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get you.
So I also teach music to people. You can teach music by all the theory, or you can just put the guitar in their hand and say, shake your hand. So it's yeah, if as long as you present things in a simple way. For example, I don't talk about UTXOs or public key hashes or things like those. I try to talk about this balance, this coin, this NFT needs to be wrapped with a bit of ADA. I don't say that the NFT is in a UTXO. I just say it's wrapped with ADA because it cannot be by itself on the blockchain. So we need to express in people terms, non-technical terms. That's the key point. Okay.
I get you.
So I'm just going to share my screen and so this is the document. And as you know, if not, I'm going to ask you to practice a bit on the Google Docs, on your Google Docs skills. But so this document, how can it's still loading. If I click there, it is, and I go to the share, you can always see this is my document. Skywalker is the owner. Like this is my Google email. And what you have to do if you want to, and also in terms of YouTube, if I go to YouTube, I am usually just a viewer of YouTube. But so what I'm pointing out in the next few minutes is that all you need to do to run your own course is to have a Google account, right? I'm sure you have that, right? A Gmail or something like that. So when you have a Google account, you can come to my document, for example, which is the links you have on Linktree. And if you come here and do make a copy, because the document is mine, making a copy of it is going to create a copy on your Google account. Okay. And from there, you can start going bit by bit and translating it. You can write it in French, or you can put in as much detail as you want. And this is what I would recommend because it's how I've been using it. But if you see the videos, this started with session 0. I didn't even made the decision to start the course. Then session 1, I was a bit organized and I put in all these little topics like a trainer does, preparing everything that the learners are going to do, what are the prerequisites, what will we use, and what are the steps. This is really helpful for a trainer or for a facilitator, that when you get lost, this is something that you think before calmly, all the steps you need to do, so that you can come back to this. If you get lost and you jump ahead or behind, you always have this to unify the minds of everyone listening to you and yourself. Okay, so this is the most important part of the lesson. For some other ones, like on session 2, there was this problem with the network because the old test net was destroyed and this one was the new one that we needed to use. But I just draft this. I just come here and drag this around and edit and to prepare my next session. So I would really recommend that you start a document like this for yourself. Take a look if you want at the recordings on the playlist. So that will be, if I go through there, pardon, if you go through our LinkedIn, as you know, there's this cohort here that has a number of lessons already. So you can learn, you can sort of go ahead in the course and you can practice those here, because everything we've already done there is what we're going to try to do here with you. And if you're working on this side and practicing, if you're learning on this side ahead and you're practicing here with us more calm because you're already seeing it more as a trainer, I'm pretty sure that you're okay with starting your own group. And one question I wanted to ask you, is this going to be online? Is it going to be face-to-face like Paul? Sorry, I cannot hear you.
You'd like to know if it will be face to face or online?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be physically.
It's because there's usually people don't have internet at home right there. Is that it?
Yeah, that
Okay. So
right.
okay. So just to close, since I have the Google Drive open, the Google documents open here, I'm going to make sure that you understand you can just come here and duplicate it on your computer. You can prepare, even if it's not online. I really encourage you to prepare your things step by step here, so that when you start your lessons, you have everything that you need and you know what you're going to tell the learners to do. What I was going to say afterwards is that as long as you have an account, you can also come here and publish things. But if you're not going to be doing it on Zoom, that's okay. Yeah, you just learn and practice. Your learners just learn face to face. But for me, it's really simple because I press record on the Zoom button like I am doing right now, and then I just need to come here to the content and create content and upload the images, the videos. If you want to record some things for yourself, you can also just use Zoom to do a meeting by yourself and press record if you want to record the YouTube. And that would be maybe interesting if you have anything that you want to prepare for your learners to see. So imagine that in one specific lesson, there's something that it's easier if you record it on your own time before and then present to the learners. You can use Zoom to do the recording and then upload it to YouTube by coming here to the studio button, like I showed before, and that's it. What else? What do you want to cover next?
The question.
With
The question?
Sorry?
What's the question?
The question.
Hmm.
I'm not sure I understand. What question?
Have you been asking if what am I going to use? I've told you it will be physical if possible.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that I've been talking about.
Okay. So what else do you need to do it physically, face to face?
If why?
Wi-Fi. I'm not sure what you mean.
Sorry,
Sorry. I'm asking you.
I'm not.
Okay. I was just asking you what you need. How can I help you to improve or to start your course there?
Great. We have to follow the sessions for Discord you are leading nowadays, so that we may see what can be obstacle, so that we may ask for your help. Okay.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think that's clear.
Like I was saying,
Great.
if you see the playlist that was done before, so let me share my screen again. Share screen. So when you've come here, right? You've been here. Have you seen this one before? I cannot see you right now. Sorry. Let's try that. Boaz, have you opened this one? Can you confirm? Hello. Your microphone is closed, so I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can. So I just want to be very sure that you can find your way into this page, which is the Cardano for non-techs. It's everywhere in the group chats on the topic of all the channels. And if you can get yourself here, you can come to this one, which is YouTube playlist for cohort 1. And if you click there, you're going to see a playlist of everything we've done before. It has 14 sessions.
14.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 11. I'm going to be publishing more. I have 2 or 3 more, 13, 12, 13. Yeah, these are not released yet, but I'm going to need to publish them.
Great.
Okay, so that's what I've been talking about. You just need to keep this link close. Make sure you have always access to this link. Make it a bookmark or open it from the beginning of our chats, from the topic of our chats. And from here, if you go to this one, you can see all the recordings that I've done with the first learners. And from here, you can make your own notes in a document, which can be a copy or similar to this. I would recommend that you do this. And you don't need to, one thing that I've never done, I've never planned more than one session ahead, you know. So I have this template here, just as la recette, and I just do the copy of this and put it back up and fill it in. So I just put content here as I go. Okay, don't need to plan many sessions ahead. Just plan one session a week and improvise the rest, and you can adapt as you go.
Great.
Okay. Any questions?
Nice. No more.
Okay.
I think I have to watch these videos so that I may be back to you if I have questions.
Yeah, just
First of all,
focus.
we have
focus on 2, 3 of them, and that should be enough. 4 at most. If you focus on 4 of them, so that you can be more ahead of your learners, that's enough to start the course and to start practicing with other people.
That's great. Thank you.
Okay. I also wanted to ask you, if Paul is in your city, why don't you collaborate?
No, he has been squeezed. I think we are going to do something so that we may go ahead. Even now, he's in the same room with me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he has been really squeezed by the university, but he has finished. I think we will go ahead and see how we can be helping each other.
Yeah, I think that's a great approach. And can you, I'd love to say hi to him. Is he close by?
They're greeting you. Here is Mr. Paul.
Hello. How's it going? All good? Hello. Bonjour. Ça va?
Bonjour, ça va très bien.
Très bien.
Ah,
I was trying to give some indications to Boaz about sharing some knowledge on Cardano, and I'm really happy to see you. And you guys just aligned between how did it go with you? Did you do a few sessions about Cardano with your learners?
yes, but we have just do one session, and
Okay.
I was so busy with school, so I couldn't continue. But
Mhm.
as I have finished, I think I am now available, so I can
Yeah.
do 2 sessions per week.
Okay, that's what we are doing with this. I just started a new group of learners as well, and we're starting to do 2 a week as well. So if you can catch up with Boaz, you guys can make a team, and I can try to help as well. Just keep in touch, okay? I hope you find a lot of learners and that they find more learners, so that everyone can try the bit of using Cardano.
That's all. Right.
Okay,
Thanks.
nice to see you.
Okay.
So if you don't have any questions, we'll see you next time, okay?
Okay, see you.
Keep
See
in
you.
touch and ping me on Messenger on WhatsApp if you want, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye bye, guys.
Great.
Ciao.
Bye bye.
Bye.